results are in. I have polled thousands of you Ricoh users, Samsung Gear users, Insta360 One X users, GoPro users, Garmin Verb users. Told you all on the Facebook pages to find out what your top 5 most desired improvements to 360 cameras are. And I'm going off into the woods to give you the results. Now, I had a bear encounter in these woods earlier this summer, so got my bear spray. Let's get started. That's right, you heard right. I polled thousands of y'all on Facebook pages because, you know, the GoPro Max is coming out. There's hints of the Insta360 One X Heir Apparent coming soon. So I thought, well, you know, what are the things that we want to see, the improvements we all want to see? So I went onto the Facebook pages for all these products and said, hey, what do you guys want to see? And the response was good, considering I'm such a peon in the YouTube and Facebook world. I actually got a lot of responses. So let's break down the top 5. I'm a little nervous right now because, as you heard, last time I was here, I was in the woods and I encountered a black bear. And I know many of you are like, there's no black bears in Central Oregon. Yes, there are. Not many, but as a former Alaskan, I've had a lot of experience with bears, and I don't take any chances because we're not at the top of the food chain. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Now, before I get started, I do want to do one shameless plug here. I started this channel 11 months ago, coming up on 12, and I set a mildly aggressive subscriber count goal. Well, I'm not this close to it, I'm about this close to it. So if you're liking what you're seeing, please subscribe now. At number 5 is one that I would have put a little bit higher on the list. To be honest with you, I thought this one was going to be ranked higher. But number 5 is workflow. Yes. Now,
time to party.
I don't know that there's a horrible workflow out there. I have heard bad things about the GoPro Fusion workflow, that really dissuaded a lot of people, including me, from getting the camera. But Insta360 One X has a decent workflow, and in fact, it has my favorite editing device, the viewfinder mode, which means you just edit by moving your body and looking around. So I'm hoping one of the other cameras will pick up on that because it's awesome. Let's move on to numero 4.
One day, me and my friend Joe went down to old Mexico.
My camera's running out of battery. I'm so scared.
Adios.
Number 4 on the list isn't a shocker to anybody who runs with an Insta360 One X. When this camera first came out last winter, and I'm a winter guy, the battery died in like 5 minutes. Not joking, not exaggerating, like 5 minutes. They did come out with a cold weather battery. I did a review on that, and we'll be doing more reviews on that in the upcoming months. And it's actually pretty good, so kudos for that. But basically the consensus from everybody is, for all the 360 cameras, let's crank up that battery life. And now, let's crank up the top 3. Number 3 will come as no shock to Insta360 One X users. Let's face it, if you've got one, you know the display sucks. And I'm not just talking kind of sucks. It really sucks. I'm glad it's there. The writing on it is so tiny, so old guys like me are like, my God, how the hell is this thing working? I do hear that the GoPro Max is not only going to have a display, but a frontward-facing display. So if you're smart, GoPro, make sure this display is decent, because a lot of us are getting kind of tired of not seeing what we're doing. Let's go on to number 2. Did I just say number 2? The number 2 most requested one is something that I wish I had better news for, and that is replaceable lenses. As far as I know, and again, correct me in the comments section below, but as far as I know, the Garmin Verb is the only one that has actually removable lenses. The GoPro Max is claiming, I guess it's to have removable lens covers. I don't think the lenses themselves are something you take out. If you scratch your lens on an Insta360 it's going to cost you over $100 and take up some time. If you have a Ricoh, you're just going to have to buy a new camera. So replaceable lenses are something we all want. Maybe GoPro Max might win this category, but listen up, everybody in the 360 business. Get us some replaceable lenses, please. Let's go to number 1. That's right, we have reached number 1 on our countdown. Before I get to it, one more plead. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'd love to have you on Team 360 community, and I would like to hit my goal, and I gotta hit it by November 15th. But let's get to number 1, waterproof. 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 That's right, the number 1 most requested thing from all the Ricoh users, the GoPro users, the Insta360 One X users, all that stuff is waterproof. But that's the good news in all this, is you do have some options. If I recall correctly, Fusion is waterproof, GoPro Max is going to be waterproof to 16 feet, and I believe the Garmin Verb is waterproof. So if that's your number 1 thing you need, you do have options out there. But boy, I agree with this for waterproof. I spend a lot of my time, as you can tell, in the outdoors and in the snow and the rain and all that stuff, and I really want something that's going to be a lot more rugged. So I agree with y'all. Those are the top 5. Please again subscribe if you haven't. I'm going to continue into my bear infested territory and continue my hike. So y'all enjoy yourself. I'm Skojo in 360. Subscribe and dance.
Si, senorita. Can we buy you a margarita? Or a delicious mojito? How about some strong tequila? Si, senorita. Can we buy you chimichanga?
Wait, you're still here? The video's over. Go on about your business. Well, at least hit subscribe and the little bell on the side so you get a notification every time I send out new material, but go home. Or if you're already home, I don't know, drink a beer. Unless you're under 21. I didn't say that. Who said that?